Well, earlier in the show, we talked to Nick Walinda, who spends his life taking risks. Now, getting new floors should not be a risky proposition. We're not saying that, but it could be if you don't go with 50 floor. That's why we have 50 floor on the show, just to save you a little bit. We've got Carolyn Blackstote from 50 floor to tell us more. How are you?
I'm good, and you're right. It's a kind of a big deal to get a new floor for a couple reasons. It is an investment in your home, and it does greatly affect, probably more than anything, the look of a room, depending on the flooring. So you don't really want to take any risks with that, and that's why you want to go with 50 floor, because we make sure that you get the floor you want, that it's done beautifully, correctly, and that everyone's going to be happy with the end result.
And you talked about that too, because if you do it wrong, even with the install, it can negate like basically the whole project.
Right, because our installation is guaranteed. But if you get someone else to install it, say you decide to do this on your own, you go to a box store, you buy flooring products, you get, the mess, and then you hire some crew to come in and install it. If it's not done properly, that initial guarantee on your flooring product is usually negated because the install wasn't done.
That is, yeah, you don't want that. So we can circumvent all of that just by doing it the right way. And it starts with a free in-home consult with an expert that 50 Floor will send right to our door.
Yes, let me tell you about how that works. So at a time that works for you, one of our flooring specialists will arrive with hundreds of samples for you to sit down and look at, take into the room, say, what does this carpet look like with my decor, or with my color palette, or, my red sofa, or whatever, is in that room. And you get a sneak preview, and then the flooring specialist gives you all the specifications on the different flooring products, how they're manufactured, why one flooring product might be better for the use of the room that you're looking at as opposed to another. So you get the free expert advice from a specialist. You get to see what it looks like in your space. And all of this doesn't cost you one penny, no commitment. You really get to see what it's going to look like.
Which is amazing. I love that it starts out with that free expert, and an expert that's not going to push us to make a decision until we are ready.
Exactly. And typically, even though you say that, typically people are so sold then, they feel so comfortable with the choices that they've made that typically you do go ahead and
right.
But you're right. There are no strings attached.
Well, they're not going to be pushy salespeople, but they are going to give you some deals that's going to make you want to jump on it. And this month there is a huge one.
Right. 60% off all of our flooring products. So that involves hardwood, carpet, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, porcelain tile, ceramic tile, everything we carry, every price point, every manufacturer, 60% off.
60% off on everything. You can do several rooms, and you can get it done pretty quickly because that install process is, these teams are well-oiled machines. They have it down to a science.
They do. And, we're all waiting all the time, it seems like now, right, for things to happen. You don't have to wait for your floor. That's the one good thing. So at a time that works for you, our flooring crew will arrive. They'll do everything. They'll prep the room for you, which means they're going to move all the heavy furniture, appliances, whatever needs to be moved off to the side, so then they can pull up your old floor. They clean the subfloor. They make any repairs necessary. Of course, we get rid of the old flooring for you. You don't mess with that either. Then once they have the subfloor ready, then they put down the brand new flooring. They mop and vacuum again. Then they move all your furniture and appliances, whatever, back to their original locations. This whole process typically takes less than 1 day.
Less than 1 day. That is amazing, especially because that's usually the excuse we all give ourselves not to do these big projects, because we're like, we cannot. It's going to be too long. It's going to take weeks at a time. Less than 1 day. I think we can all just sort of suck that up for a second. And get the new floors, might as well. On top of that, you're going to save an additional $100 just for watching Midday Maryland. Just tell the people when you call the number on your screen that you're watching Midday Maryland. You'll save that $100 that way. Otherwise, type it into the promo code field when you go onto the website. You can save that $100 there as well. And if people need to finance, there's a deal there too, right?
It is 0% interest financing as long as you pay the balance off in full within the terms of the agreement.
Perfect. Deals on deals on deals. I love saying that with you. Carolyn Blackstote, thank you so much for being with us. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.